If you for whom practice, for which is defined as to do or perform often, customary, or habitually religion, for which is defined as the service and worship of God, for whom is defined as a being or object that is worshiped as having more than natural attributes and powers in hoods, projects, communities, schools, colleges, universities, churches, temples, synagogues, mosques, detention centers, and jails and prisons all over the world, specifically one controlling a particular aspect or part of reality in hoods, projects, communities, schools, colleges, universities, churches, temples, synagogues, mosques, detention centers, jails, and prisons all over the world, is why you teach, for which is defined as to cause to know your religion, for which is defined as a personal set of institutionalized system of religious attitudes, beliefs, and practices in hoods, projects, communities, schools, colleges, universities, churches, temples, synagogues, mosques, detention centers, jails, and prisons all over the world. But if you for whom teach, for which is defined as to cause to know how to know God, for which is defined as a powerful ruler in hoods, projects, communities, schools, colleges, universities, churches, temples, synagogues, and mosques, detention centers, jails, and prisons all over the world, are those for whom say that you have or have never seen your God, for whom is defined as the being perfect in power, wisdom, and goodness, who is worshipped as in Judaism, Christianity, Islam, and Hinduism as the creator and ruler of the universe in hoods, projects, communities, schools, colleges, universities, churches, temples, synagogues, mosques, detention centers, jails, and prisons all over the world, are those for whom don't believe that I am my God, for whom according to Christian Science is defined as the I say incorporeal, but they say something else, but I say incorporeal. Now it's INCORPOREAL, so that's incorporeal. So, and I say incorporeal. So, for which is defined as of, relating to, or constituting the Florida Constitution, the United States Constitution, the Florida Bill of Rights, the United States Bill of Rights, the United States Declaration of Independence, statutory law, and the Civil Rights Act of 1964, the Ten Commandments, the Holy Bible, and the Holy Quran, in the midst of the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida on August 12th in 2008 at 10:40 in the morning, as well as in the midst of the federal courthouse in the Middle District of Florida on February 20th in 2018 at 9:20 in the morning, for which is legally, historically, biblically, religiously, spiritually, financially, mentally, and federally the divine, for whom is defined as of, relating to, or proceeding directly from me, for whom name is Petty Officer 3rd Class Tommy Chancey Castle, Senior, Forecasters Incorporated's legal, historical, biblical, religious, spiritual, financial, mental, and federal principles, for which are defined as a comprehensive and fundamental law, doctrine, or assumption, legally, historically, biblically, religiously, spiritually, financially, mentally, and federally ruling over all in hoods, projects, communities, schools, colleges, universities, churches, temples, synagogues, mosques, detention centers, jails, and prisons all over the world as external spirit from inside of the midst of the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida, as well as from inside of the midst of the federal courthouse in the Middle District of Florida for eternity. But you for whom believe that your God is leading you in hoods, projects, communities, schools, colleges, universities, churches, temples, synagogues, mosques, detention centers, jails, and prisons all over the world, were taught, for which is defined as to accustom to some action or attitude that your God is in heaven. But if you of this belief read the Holy Bible, you of this belief will be able to witness who sent your God to heaven in the first place, for which would allow you to see the religious descendants of those for whom sent your God to heaven, trying to send me to heaven for the same reason their ancestors sent Jesus of Nazareth of Galilee to heaven. See, so this is what I'm saying, right? See, I write that so I can stay on point, and then when I get to a point, I try to make a point. You see, because this is my actual testimony, right? But it's a testimony that's being forced to be given. See, I didn't want to know you personally. I just didn't want my personal enemy to continue to know you. See what I'm saying? Because I saw them trying to indoctrinate me from a child in church as well as in school. And I have been fighting that spiritual world as well as this education in this secular world. So how can you become who you was born to be when the people who teaching you is your real adversaries? They not teaching you for the betterment of you. They're teaching you for the betterment of them. See, and so that's why I look selfish. See what I'm saying? Because it's like I'm going against the grain. But I'm saying, well, hold on. Let's look at this. You believe in God. They believe in money. The Bible says that the love of money is the root of all evil. Now, both entities take money as a tax and as a tithe. So see, where is either entity built off of truth? See, what is the body of real things that they believe in if it's not money? Because without money, they say there's nothing they could do, right? The government say whoever that is, but isn't it us? See, this is what I don't understand. If we are the people, then why are the people suffering? Is it because the people don't understand that they have the power to change the world? You can change your mind. If you have the power to change your mind, then you have the power to change a mind, then you have the power to change minds. See, because once you change your mind, now you can show somebody what you saw that made you change, right? Think about it. If I see something that is not of me, then why would I do something that is not in me to do? I have to either convince myself that I got to do it, and then I'll do it. But did I need to do it, or did somebody convince me to convince myself that I gotta do it? See, and that's where I'm at now, right? Because people telling me what to do. Man, you do this, man. Man, go get a job, man. Go, man, you crazy, man. Give it to God, man. Right? And I'm saying, okay, brother. Okay, sister. That's what you will do. Right? But what about the scenario? Like, what? This is what's happening. Oh, man, just give it to God, man. Give it to God. I'm saying, well, where he at? Oh, man, don't play with me. I'm saying, don't play with you. Hell, you telling me to give it to God, and I'm saying, well, where your God at? Then I'm saying, well, hey, man, I'm my God. Then he get mad, and I'm saying, well, damn, bruh. So you mad with me because I don't believe what you believe, but you don't believe that I'm loving you by telling you what I'm going through so you can learn how to get through it when you help me get through it. See, I'm saying I have kept myself free because freedom was more valuable to me than money. Okay, say I had $1 million. Now, I had $1 million. That means they took the $1 million I had, or I lost the $1 million I had. Right? Now, if I had $1 million, then I know how I had $1 million. Now, if I lost $1 million, I also know how I lost $1 million. Right? But why wouldn't I know who took my $1 million if I would know how I lost $1 million? Right? So now, my friends and family wanted me to blame myself for losing the $1 million. And then they got mad at me for proving to them somebody took the $1 million. See? And I'm saying, so if you believe in God, why are you mad at me and not the person that made me have to reveal myself to you as my God? I'm saying, hey, did I ever come around you? And man, I'm God, man. I'm God, man. I never was like that. Man, I would barely talk. Like, man, that's why nobody don't know me. I would joke. I would, man, I listen to other people tell me about them. And then I laugh. You know what I mean? And then I go back to them people and I say, hey, man, when you was talking to me, man, remember, I listen. I can tell you what everything you say. I can tell you because I listen. But now, tell me when I told you about me. See, I say, man, my grandmama taught me this. Or they say, well, why don't you go fishing on Sunday? Because a guy, we was talking on the job, and he say, man, yeah, I go fishing on Sunday. I say, man, I don't fish on Sunday. He say, why? I say, because my grandmama said it. That's it. He say, because your grandmama said it. He say, why? I say, because my grandmama said it. That's it. That's why. Ain't what I'm going to ask my grandmama why for? See, listen, man. My grandmama raised me. So I have a old, see, my mama taught me. My grandmama raised me. My Aunt Felda supported me. My daddy molded me. My wife made me. My daughter is my reason. My son is my image. So see, everybody got a reason. Like Terrio, Frandy, Warren, you them my enemy. Not enemies. They my images. See, they looked up to me. So they was the reason why I didn't do things. Because, see, I'm the type of person, I don't believe in excuses. So I don't believe in, I don't want to say apologizing, because I will apologize if I'm wrong. See, but I got to believe I'm wrong. See, that's what I'm saying? Like, if I'm doing something and I meant to do it, then I meant to do that. Right? But if I didn't mean to do it, then I would tell you because I didn't mean it. Because I know that I have ways. And I know that sometimes because I'm so focused on what I'm doing that I won't give you the attention you need. So my wife, she would like, hey. So then I would, okay, but I'm still over here. See, and it had got to the point where I couldn't take my eye off of this, because if I don't get past this, then I don't have the time, because I got to keep hustling. See what I'm saying? And so she had never seen me, my wife had never really seen me in hustle mode, but she saw me hustling. See what I'm saying? But it's a difference. Like, if you hustling on the job, right, then you got a time to hustle, right? A window in which you hustling in, 6 to 6 or 8 to 4, whatever it is, right? But so that means you don't have to have that buzzard mentality. See, I was taught that I had to go and make somebody do something and then give me something. See what I'm saying? I wasn't taught to go get a job, work for it. So that's a different mode for me. So now I'm not the type of person that you can tell what to do with. So I got to learn how to make sure you ain't trying me. You feel me? See, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why everything legal with me, because I had to transcend from the project mentality, the hustler mentality, and then I had to have a submissive mentality to my wife, daughter, son, grandmama. See, my responsibilities was people, not a thing. See what I'm saying? See, I never looked at the mortgage payment as a thing. I looked at the mortgage payment as a place where I put my wife, children, and I had a place for my grandmama when she got older, Mr. Bill. See, that's why we had a 4-bedroom home. It was only 3 of us. Well, it was 4 of us, but 2 of us stayed in one room. You see what I'm saying? So my daughter had her room. My son had his room, and then we had a room for my grandmama or Mr. Bill. Then I put the addition on where we had a room for both of them. See, they wasn't gonna go to no old folks home. Shit, they are parents. See, I don't believe in that, right? See, I'm saying if my grandmama took care of me, then it's my obligation to take care of her. It's nobody else's job, man. See, so that's why what I want to do is just like a corporation reconstructs, right? Then what I'm doing is I'm constructing what was never constructed. See, we have never had a corporate structure. See, we have always been a part of somebody's corporation. See, but we have never been the whole corporation is by us. Now, we have had companies. See, hell, that's in the service industry. But I'm talking about where you provide. See, so that's what they talking about, where, we need farmer subsidies. I'm saying, no, I don't. You do. I don't need farmer subsidies. See, this is how I'm going to pay my farmers. See, this is what I'm telling y'all. See, I'm saying this right here is a stock in my life. So, see, if I am a product, right? So how can you invest in a person? See, you can invest in the product of the person. So see, like a basketball player, a football player, see, they are the product because their ability is what sells. See, that's what they don't understand. They are a product. So the faster you run, the more money you command. The more accurate you are with the pass. See what I'm saying? See, it's not you, but it's you. See, it's you, but it's the ability inside of you that somebody is paying for, not you. See, because if everybody can catch, but they can't catch it like you, or they don't give that break because their life wasn't like yours. See, it's a lot of very talented people that you don't know nothing about them because their life didn't make the right moves to get into a position to take advantage of their gifts. See, but when you have a physical gift, it's a window that you gotta catch. And if you miss that window, then you're gonna squander your gift. Because if the man who looking for that gift is not in the place where you at, then how could they see the gift that's inside you? See, but now me, I was gifted. I could play sports, but my mind, I didn't want to be owned. See, once I realized that my family was pushing for me because they wanted me to get them out of what we was in, then I was like, man, this is not a game. This a job. See, I don't want no job. So I stopped playing. That's what I'm trying to tell. Like, man, I didn't want to play sport. I played sports for me. See, that's why when they didn't let me play sports in high school, I didn't care. See, that's why I'm trying to get people who say they know me to let's get this money, man. See, I'm saying, look, if you thought I was dumb in high school, if you thought, whatever you thought, bring it to the table. See, because that is what make this so valuable. Because it'll let these kids know that sometimes a person is misunderstood. See, you say I'm bad, but are you good enough to know how good I am? Right? Say, if you being deceived, how do you know that I am bad? If I am now speaking to the person who deceived you. So you look at them as if they're good only because they deceiving you. But you look at me as if I'm bad because I won't. See, you want me to lie to you, right? But I'm saying if I lie to you, then when would you know me behind the lie that I told you? Think about it now. So I'm saying if I am trying to get you where I'm at intellectually, then why would I lie to you to keep you where you at, but to get you to follow me? Then I'll be deceiving you as well. See? But what I'm doing is I'm financing myself so I can finance you. But you stealing my worth when you stealing my knowledge, but you paying the preachers who deceiving you a tithe. You're paying the government officials that's deceiving you a tax. But you got me stuck in your understanding, but yet you say you understood. That's what I don't understand. Right? You the teacher, but now you don't know what to do. So what you been teaching? You been inspiring people. You been doing all this here. And now here come the truth and you don't know what to do. So why don't you do what you say you supposed to do? Right? Don't sacrifice the sacrifice. Because I already sacrificed. See, I sacrificed 15 years to crucify ignorance. But the preachers who are the descendants of those who crucified the innocent is now trying to crucify the innocent. So now, if the church, temple, synagogue, and mosque are now guilty of the same thing the temple did in Jerusalem, then wouldn't religion itself be guilty of killing Jesus? And now y'all arguing over who did it, but now you are all guilty now. So who was ever innocent? See? So now, which is when you in hoods, projects, communities, schools, colleges, universities, churches, temples, synagogues, mosques, detention centers, jails, and prisons all over the world will be able to understand, which is why you believe in hoods, projects, communities, schools, colleges, universities, churches, temples, synagogues, mosques, detention centers, jails, and prisons all over the world, what you believe in hoods, projects, communities, schools, colleges, universities, churches, temples, synagogues, mosques, detention centers, jails, and prisons all over the world. See, once you understand that you are being deceived is when you will see your deceivers. See, not one. See, because even the person who is leading you is being deceived. So I have to take everybody back to the source of the deception and then free everybody's mind from the deceivers of the deception. And that's when you will see that it's only one person that's guilty of everybody else's sins. The person I have in court. See, now, if I am the one telling the truth, how am I not the redeemer? Okay? How am I not the redeemer? If I am the only one in the courthouse who is telling the truth, where do redemption come from? So let's break down redemption. Okay? So redemption. See, I try to give y'all as much, that's why I write it down. So see how I'm wasting time going to get it. So the first minute or so, I started writing it so I can be more, so I can give a what I'm saying. And then I just go through it and just give you what I'm really saying. But that's just the cover of it. Now I'm going deep into it. So now redemption is the act, right? So now I act. See, this is what I'm saying. You got to look at the whole situation. So it's an act. In redemption, you need an act. Now watch this, an act. The doing of a thing. See? So the doing of a thing that I did it inside of the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida on August 12, 2008 at 10:40 in the morning. See, that's when the act was done. Okay? Now, the process is what we having a problem with. See, because the devil, for whom is defined as, now this is your religion. See, this is the spiritual part of my fight. See, this is what I didn't know. See, I knew the physical. I knew that I was fighting Lawson Booth in the post office. I was fighting Postmaster King. See, I was fighting David Paulette, Myra Tim. See, I knew those devils, right? But I didn't know the spirit that was commanding them. See, I didn't know that, because I'm saying I'm a human being, man. I don't understand the spiritual world. See, if I can't see it, I don't use my mind trying to see it. You see what I'm saying? Because I'm too busy dealing with the physical devils I see. See, so that's why I was trying to tell people, like, man, my life has always been so real that I could never have no outer body experience. See, I guess once you accept your plight, then you have to leave your body mentally to deal with the confinement of your body physically. So see, I've never been confined mentally nor physically, because I was never got in trouble, because I don't like nobody putting their hands on me. Like, bro, I mean, I don't like that. See, so that's why I was telling them when they put their hands on me in jail, I'm saying, now, you know, I'm gonna charge you for that. I don't like nobody putting their hands on me. That's why I do right. That's what I was telling them. See, so I'm saying, hey man, that man who touched me, I want his ass in jail. And all you motherfuckers who put y'all hands on me. Because I'm saying, if I am free on October 4th in 2023 at 7:09 in the morning, then what I was doing in jail on November 23rd, around about November 23rd in 2008, I spent Thanksgiving in Seminole County Jail. And I'm still wondering what I did to be in that jail. But my friends, Christians, thugs, all these motherfuckers telling me that I'm wrong, that I'm bringing heat to them as if they honorable people. And I'm saying, well, hey, man, maybe you the reason why them people came against me, because you not an honorable person. How I know what you done if you done came here 15 years trying to stop me from helping you? Now, y'all think about that now. Here I am, an innocent man. So how can the innocent man be the one who is under the heat? So how could the innocent man bring heat to guilty people in, you know what I'm saying, in his life, unless his life made somebody jealous? What Satan, right? The devil. So if the devil, for whom is defined as the personal supreme, see the personal, personal, done in person without the intervention of another. See, so if this is a personal supreme spirit of evil, see, so he did this to me in the name of them who did it. See, who in court. See what I'm talking about? So now, he's saying, hey, that's me. See, the person is the name, the body is me. So now, wouldn't the devil be the judge who tried to sentence me, an innocent man, who took his innocence to save children from the corrupted judge? But now here come the descendants of the high priest Caiaphas, the Pharisees, the chief priests, the high priests, the scribes, and the elders, in the form of Pastor Willie C. Bonds in Macedonian Missionary Baptist Church. See, when do all become one? If you go back, when Jesus became the reason for your love, it was one temple in Jerusalem. Now, where did Macedonian Missionary Baptist Church come from if it's not a stone in the block that's called the temple? Where did the temple come from? Because the temple is a place of worship. If the temple didn't come from the golden calf that Aaron made at the bottom of Mount Sinai. Now, what happened on that day of judgment when the golden calf was seen by the God that led Moses back into Egypt to get the same Israelites that built a God other than him? Now, Moses up there talking to the God that saved these slaves, giving them the covenant. Now, that's the 10 Commandments, man. So now think about this. Adam violated the law that was given to him. No tablets, nothing in writing. It was just entrusted in him from the Creator to don't touch this tree. So then Adam was disobedient. So then this so-called God had Moses give them written documentation, but before he could even give them the first tablet, they had already broken the law. So now, when has the Israelites ever been in accordance with God's words? When? The Bible says that they are a disbelieving people, that they are worshipers of idols. Here's the black church taking tithes with human beings on it, right? Who enslaved you. So wouldn't that be the same thing as you giving the subscription of Caesar to God, but then you sacrifice God's blood image for whom, because that's what you Christians say, God gave his only begotten son for you lying ass motherfuckers. I'm like, bro, why would God, unless, listen now, hold on, I'm going to show you who your God is. The personal supreme spirit of evil, often represented in Christian belief as the tempter of humankind, the leader of all apostate. So now, let's go down.
Apostate.
See, I was right. Apostate, for which is defined as one who commits apostasy, whatever that is. Let's see.
Apostasy.
I was right. Apostasy, for which is defined as an act of refusing to continue to follow, obey, or recognize a religious faith, abandonment of a previous loyalty. So now, when did the church, the temple, the synagogue, the mosque ever be loyal to Jesus of Nazareth of Galilee? When was the Islamic world, right, loyal to the Prophet Muhammad? See, now I'm not talking about to his words. See, because that's the trick, right? See, when we become, when those of us with the God trait, right, show the traits of God, then those of you who are liars in the name of the God you created, then kill us and then name us again. That's what y'all do. See, Jesus of Nazareth of Galilee, now he Jesus Christ. Saul, now he Paul. See? Dr. Martin Luther King, Reverend Dr. Martin Luther. See, y'all throw that Reverend in there. He's a godly man, right? See? But you killed him because of who he is, not what he is, right? So you doing this to me out of fear of who I am. See? So now, what are you teaching, black man, if it's not the truth of a black man? That's what I'm talking about. See, you teaching, but now black man you deny. So if a black God walk into Macedonia Missionary Baptist Church, they're going to throw him out. But I saw them have a politician in there, McBride. He was running for governor. One of the rare times I went to Macedonia Church, I barely go to church. But I tried to be, you know, my grandmama in there, you know, family thing. You know, we go out to eat afterwards, you know what I mean? So I like, man, I go, boom, boom, but I don't stay long and I come back. But anyway, this one particular time, it was one of them short times, like, he, in that window that I be in there, he was in there. And they let him talk. McBride, governor. This man, the same pastor, Willie C. Bonds, turned over the church to a politician. I was in there. But when I came in, he turned his back and got me out of there. So now, is that not church and state together against the people? Because I'm the Constitution, just like Jesus was the Son of Man, the Son of God. I went in, became the Constitution, right? And now the church refused to follow, obey, or recognize me. But they believe in Jesus now that he's Jesus Christ. But at the beginning, when he was flesh and bone, they treated him like Dr. Martin Luther King, Minister Malcolm X, Gandhi, Mr. Huey P. Newton. See what I'm saying? Like, look, man. See, in the flesh, God is rejected. But once you steal his intellectual property, or her, like Mother Teresa, see, they steal her intellectual property to bring you in as if they the Mother Teresa, but there's only one. See, the rest of them are imitating the one. See, I imitate nobody because there is no one like me. But y'all have wasted 15 years of me trying to run me crazy. And now I'm asking these kids, wouldn't you want to be crazy like me? Shit, then stupid like them? Because how they say they know God and don't know the truth. So look, which is why I, for whom have had to learn, see, how to, which is why I, for whom had to learn how to legally, historically, biblically, religiously, spiritually, financially, mentally, and federally save myself from illegal, historical, biblical, religious, spiritual, financial, mental, and federal evil, for whom is defined as arising, for which is defined as began to occur in the projects, hoods, communities, schools, United States Navy, and jobs, for which I, for whom name is Tommy Chancey Council Sr., legally, historically, biblically, religiously, spiritually, financially, mentally, and federally, that was actual imputed, for which is defined as to lay the responsibility or blame for something, often falsely or unjustly, upon me in the projects, hoods, and communities for which I live within. See, this is what I'm telling y'all, right? I was always said I was the devil. I mean, them people, man, see, this what do white people really know what they did to us? Like, but see, y'all all didn't do it. See, I'm saying, I'm not ignorant, but you're all benefiting from it. That's all I'm saying. Because my people are a curse to me. They are an offense to me. Just like Peter was an offense to Jesus. But they are an offense to me because they are afraid of you. Because you have made them afraid of you. And now they're afraid because they know they're guilty of following you in the name of Jesus. See, they know it. So now, but their children know it, but they had their children following you. See, but my children know. See, my daddy don't believe in that. See, that's why we live the way we live. See, my daddy believed in himself, and he provided for us, and he gave us all he had. See, and that's why we live just like him. We live how he wanted us to live. We had what he wanted us to have. See, he didn't care about other people. See, and see, now my daughter see that people told me, man, you moving out the, man, why you selling your house? Man, don't get out the Navy. And I'm saying, see, if I'd have listened to them, you wouldn't have had the life that you had. But now that they in our life, see the life you got? See, this ain't your daddy. This ignorance surrounding your daddy. See, and now everybody think they know. See, but what I'm asking them is, what do you know? You say you know, but what do you know? Because now you are putting on me something that shouldn't be on me. See what I'm saying? So now put on just unjustly upon me in the projects, hoods, and communities for which I lived in, which is why I am now speaking to you in hoods, projects, communities, schools, colleges, universities, churches, temples, synagogues, mosques, detention centers, jails, and prisons all over the world from history, for which is defined as a chronological record of significant events such as those affecting a nation or institution, often including an explanation of their causes, window pane, for which is defined as a pane, for which is defined as a piece, section, or side in slavery, for which is defined as the practice of slave holding's house, for which is defined as a building that serves as living quarters for those for whom speak their truths, for which is defined as the body of real things, events, and facts in this generation or in any generation. So therefore, if the truth is a crime to a liar here on earth, then wouldn't here on earth be where Michael and his angels lost, and now there's no place found for God? See, if you telling me that in this so-called utopia, this heaven somewhere up in the space or wherever the hell it's at, right? If you telling me that it is there as it is here, and Jesus of Nazareth of Galilee's truth couldn't save him in Jerusalem, Dr. Martin Luther King's truth couldn't save him in Memphis, Tennessee, Gandhi's truth couldn't save him in India, President Nelson Mandela's truth had him locked up for 26, 27 years of his life, the best years of his life. See, this is what you all don't understand. Revolutionaries lose lifetime, even if they don't lose their life. See, that's why I was trying to tell my partner. See, I am a revolutionary. You understand? So why would I leave revolutionaries locked up? See, but he's a preacher, not a revolutionary. See what I'm saying? But now me, I knew the mistakes of my forefathers was letting the devil know too early that they were revolutionaries. So what I did is I let the devil start the revolution. See? And then I reveal to my people, I am a revolutionary. See, my family did not know my beliefs. They didn't know what I believe or nothing. And I gave them the right to believe in other than me. See, my kids could go to church and worship another God. See, they could, my wife, see what I'm saying? So so how am I this dominating person when my family is a part of the church that I was thrown out of? See, so now I'm saying, well, hey man, listen, if I was willing to not be a revolutionary and I went to go join God's house and I met who Jesus met in the name of Pastor Willie C. Barnes. Well, why y'all can't see Pastor Willie C. Barnes as the high priest Caiaphas? If you think I think I'm Jesus, well, when I went to your spiritual world, I was thrown out. So now why would you now want to make me a convert to something that I was thrown out of? So now you want to accept me, but only for the money? But you didn't want to accept me until the world now accepted me? So now, let the world know that door was closed to me. I couldn't walk in there. The man threw me out. So now I don't feel safe around Christians, period. Now I feel safe around Muslims because of my man, Tony Lewis. See, he didn't even give me his Muslim name, but he told me it was a Muslim. And this man walked the walk. Man, this man talked to man. I just, golly. I mean, I miss him so. Yeah, I do. I really do. Because, I mean, it was like air at a time when I couldn't breathe. It's like the Christians had sucked all that life out of me, man. I had no more energy, man, until I met a Muslim. Hey, that's some sad shit. The first Muslim I meet saved me because he allowed me to see him and realize that they were the victims. See, the Muslims are actually the victims. If you look at it, right, Ishmael is the actual founder of Islam. See, they say Isaac is the father of Christianity. See, a lie. So you can see the inheritance of the Muslim has always been stolen from the Christian. See, but what I'm telling my Muslim children is damn them Christians. Damn them. Because they damning us. See, what we need to do is what Moses didn't do. If you was in the wilderness 40 years and you didn't build nothing, what the hell you were doing for 40 years? And that's what's going on with us in America. See, we got companies, but no cooperation. See, we got businesses, but we don't do business. See, we provide services and then we use a business title, but we don't use the business to build prosperity. We do business to make money, but that is not what you do business for, man. See, business is to address a need. See, that's why business is not done to make money. Business is done to provide opportunities to live, man. See, that's why I don't need you to do nothing. See, I don't need you to sell nothing. I am everything you need, because I am the way to get out of where you at, no matter where you at. See, because I made it from South Street Projects in Daytona Beach, Florida. Then we moved. I lived on Bentley Street in Livingston over in Orlando. Go down there, you'll see. You'll see. That's where I'm from. Where the arena at, that's black people around there. Man, where that arena, Orlando Arena is, man, that used to be all black people, man. It was all, how I used to go back over there to see my friends. See what I'm saying? Where the arena is. All that used to be black. See, but what they did, right, and I kept telling these people, see, and Magic Johnson came down here too with them damn talking about building them damn movie theaters and shit, right? They came down here and bought up all this shit, this Habitat for Humanity shit, and that's where the arena is. I was telling them, I say, hey man, bruh, look what they do. Oh man, they putting houses down there. I say, bruh, understand this. If you give a poor man a house, but you give the poor man rent, mortgage, how the hell he gonna pay for the mortgage if you don't give him a job? Don't you see, you fools? When them people come in there and giving something, they taking. Because they got to give you a job to maintain what they gave you. So see, that's why I didn't come to you with the okie-doke, man. I brought the okie-doke to you, and now I'm trying to get you away from the game that you didn't know you was being played in. See, you being played, man. That's what I'm trying to tell you. But see, I'm around these people that don't know hustle. They don't know the game. So they in the game, hustling from the bottom of the game, acting like they own their game. And I'm saying, homeboy, you ain't even in the game, let alone own your game. You ain't even in the game. You don't even know that the game being played around you, man. But yet you sitting over here leading people. And I'm saying, well, where you leading them when you ain't even preparing them for the game? You understand? So now listen to him. So for which is how I can now see that they of belief in my life were always those for whom didn't believe in me, which is why I am now legally, historically, biblically, religiously, spiritually, financially, mentally, and federally commanding my bloodline as well as my business family, not to ever allow anybody as well as nobody to steal you. See what I'm saying? See, because that's what they done to me. See what I'm talking about? See, a fool is foolish. Therefore, foolishness is valuable to a fool. Because within the foolishness, the fool finds themselves. Think about that now. So when you're around a fool, the fool is looking for himself in the foolishness that you may not want to be a part of. But if you with a fool, you're a part of it anyway. Because the fool is going to create foolishness. See what I'm saying? But when you're around an intellectual, then the fool and the intellectual is not going to like each other, because the intellectual is not going to allow the foolishness to manifest itself. He's just going to show the fool to be a fool. See what I'm saying? And so now what happens then is whoever the most charismatic, see, then can then part the masses, and then whoever got the most then make the other feel shame. Now, sometimes the fool gonna be a fool no matter what, and then you gotta smack them. See what I'm saying? And that's what happened with Moses and Pharaoh and me and these judges. So now y'all are stuck in the midst of the deception that has been revealed to be deceit. See what I'm saying? So, but now you wasn't at the place nor in the time when the truth defeated the lie. That's why you don't know I'm the truth that defeated the lie, that you continue to live religiously. You see? So I'm saying, well, hey, man, if you going to tell me, then why I can't tell you? Because if you going to tell me about something that was written, then why I can't tell you about something I wrote? See, why is the author for whom you believe is an author of belief, but if I'm an author, you don't believe? So do words have meanings only when you believe the author? But if I use the same words that the author you believe use, why you don't believe my words written like the author you believe? I have the same spiritual enemy, so why then do you not believe that the evil that surrounds me was the evil that surrounded Jesus, if it's all evil? So now why do you say that what Jesus went through is nothing compared to what I'm going through, when I'm going through the same ignorance he went through for 15 years? He only went through it for 6 weeks. See, but 6 days. See, it was a 6-day journey, and they was going to the Passover. So you're not talking about Jesus' life. You're talking about the pilgrimage to what ended his life. See, that's what y'all don't understand. See, but how would a slave know when a slave only know what they told? But yet, you want to try to undermine me, to descendants of slave. But when they realize love versus tithes, they gonna see the difference in love, because they gonna see that love is no money in it. See, my children are telling, man, my daughter worked and she still got lunch money. She had a job. See, but she had a job to prepare her for college. See, because I wanted her to see how little of money she made. But see, I think she didn't have, you know what I mean? Like, she didn't have what other kids have. So she didn't, she working, she got her own money. She ain't understanding it. Light, water, bills. See, her mama and daddy were paying that. See, but more like when I got a job, shit, I got robbed, man. I wanted to call the police, man, every time I got robbed. My grandma wouldn't give me a ride to work. I had to walk. But the only time she gave me a ride was when I got checked. She knew when I got paid, man. That's why I quit. I wouldn't work, man. How you get robbed every payday and want to go to work? She would give me $25 out of a $225 check. Shit, I just, man, hell, I quit. You know what I mean? Then she said, you sorry? Shit, I guess so. Shit, man, please. But look, okay, because sick people sicken people, which is why I am now legally, historically, biblically, religiously, spiritually, financially, mentally, and federally speaking to you from my illegal, historical, biblical, religious, spiritual, financial, mental, and federal exile, for which is defined as the state or a period of forced absence from my country as well as my home. After my family and friends helped my enemies steal every thought of freedom from me. Every thought of freedom, man. I mean, and then they said, man, you keep talking about your friends and family. Well, where the hell you at? It's 15 years. If you in the bushes and I'm in court, I didn't see no goddamn brush in court. See, I was in court for the whole world to see, but I didn't see you. And then 11 years later, they came into court and watched the crime and then told me what the criminal said. My own family and friends, well, but they said this. Damn, bro, it's been 11 years. I brought you in here to see the crime. You tell me, but for 11 years, you was telling me about your God, what you believe, I'm crazy, all this. But now you came in and saw the crime and still didn't know what you saw. So what good is you? I've been starving for 15 years. I read the Bible, and the Bible tell me that the king gonna come separate the sheep from the goats, and I'm in court separating the plaintiffs from the defendants inside of the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida, and the preachers and the deacons and the goddamn Christians is telling me I'm crazy. But I'm saying, well, hey man, the Bible says you ain't the king, you ain't this, you ain't that. I'm like, well, goddamn. How can you be anything when you motherfuckers won't let you be nothing? I mean, it's the black people that tell me I ain't nothing, man. But I'm in court thinking that they everything. Shit. Man, that's what I'm telling y'all kids, you better do for yourself. Because these motherfuckers don't care, man. See, they'll put you on the cross and leave you there. Because they don't know how to get off the cross themselves. You see what I'm saying? Which is why I am not asking believers, for whom are defined as to hold an opinion of God, for whom is defined as the supreme or ultimate reality in hoods, projects, communities, schools, colleges, universities, churches, temples, synagogues, mosques, detention centers, jails, and prisons all over the world. When you become disbelievers, for whom are defined as discredited, for which is defined as to refuse to accept as true or accurate in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida on August 12th in 2008 at 10:40 in the morning, as well as inside of the federal courthouse in the middle district of Florida on February 20th in 2018 at 9:20 in the morning. What do the disbelievers, for whom are defined as to hold not worthy of belief, for which is defined as a state or habit of mind in which trust or confidence in hoods, projects, communities, schools, colleges, universities, churches, temples, synagogues, mosques, detention centers, jails, and prisons all over the world is placed in some person or thing, some person or thing. So your preacher, that's the person, or the thing is the Bible or the Quran, right? Or whatever literature that you are being taught that makes you what you think you are, right? Because if you're a doctor, you read medical books. You know, if you're an accountant, you read accounting books. You see what I'm saying? So it's something that is written. See, that's why I have written this blueprint to not only show you me, but show you how I became me by showing you the asses that I rode on into your understanding. So see, this right here is an ass. See that? This right here are asses. See what I'm saying? Right? And I'm riding on them to you. See? But now Jesus did it. He had a real donkey. See? But in the Bible it say ass. See, but now when I say ass, they say it's profane. It's profanity. Right? But when in the Bible, why it's not profanity? Because Jesus said it? Shit. That's what I'm saying, man. So when those for whom disbelieve, for which is defined as not believe, for which is defined as to consider to be true or honest, in hoods, projects, communities, schools, colleges, universities, churches, temples, synagogues, mosques, detention centers, jails, and prisons all over the world, find out, for which is defined as to learn by study, observation, or search, in hoods, projects, communities, schools, colleges, universities, churches, temples, synagogues, mosques, detention centers, jails, and prisons all over the world, that the disbelievers, for whom are defined as to accept the word or evidence of in hoods, projects, communities, schools, colleges, universities, churches, temples, synagogues, mosques, detention centers, jails, and prisons all over the world knew, for which is defined as to perceive directly from the truth, for which is defined as the body of real things, events, and facts in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida, as well as in the federal courthouse in the middle district of Florida. But yet and still the disbelievers, for whom are defined as to withhold or reject belief in the Florida Constitution, the United States Constitution, the Florida Bill of Rights, the United States Bill of Rights, the United States Declaration of Independence, statutory law, the Civil Rights Act of 1964, the Ten Commandments, the Holy Bible, and the Holy Quran continue to deceive, for which is defined as to cause to accept as true or valid in hoods, projects, communities, schools, colleges, universities, churches, temples, synagogues, mosques, detention centers, jails, and prisons all over the world, what they knew was false and invalid in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida on August 12th in 2008 at 10:40 in the morning, as well as in the federal courthouse in the Middle District of Florida on February 20th in 2018 at 9:20 in the morning. See, so therefore, what do God's children in hoods, projects, communities, schools, colleges, universities, churches, temples, synagogues, mosques, detention centers, jails, and prisons all over the world know about God? Or what do Allah's children in hoods, projects, communities, schools, colleges, universities, churches, temples, synagogues, mosques, and detention centers, jails, and prisons all over the world know about Allah? If God's children and Allah's children still don't know that they are being deceived, for which is defined as to be false to in hoods, projects, communities, schools, colleges, universities, churches, temples, synagogues, mosques, detention centers, and prisons all over the world, in the name of Allah, for whom is God, as well as in the name of God, for whom is Allah. So see, if you are being deceived, how do you know the truth? If you don't want to know that your leader is misleading you, then how do you know what true leadership look like?